I was arrested in 2009 for armed robbery. Um, Served 10 with 85, which is 8 years, 6 months, and 2 days. Um, I came home 2017, July. Prior to me coming home, I was in a halfway house. I signed up for college while I was in a halfway house. I went to Essex County Community College in Newark. My major was human and social services. I realized I really wanted to be like a counselor, like a drug counselor or like a youth counselor, because nobody really mentored me as a youth. I started running the streets at a young age, maybe 14, 15, maybe a little earlier than that, but that's when I really started really hitting the streets hard. Well, you could say it was a unstable home. My mother was in church, my father was addicted to heroin, so I was unbalanced. So it was days I go to church, days I play the streets. So fast forward, I get locked up for a robbery charge in 2009, served 8 years, come home 2017, and I'm doing good. Uh, Finishing school, I found a job, but then one job they something happened to it though they got rid of me. I hurt my back actually, and they didn't want to hire me back, so it was hard finding a job. I was still in school, but I was hard finding a job. I bumped into my aunt um put me in tune with Dwayne Waterman for the reentry. I was out on my luck. She said do this for a week, which that week changed my life completely. I graduated May, got married July. I had a little boy. So when I met Dwayne at the reentry, it changed my life. I started speaking at little round tables with the governor and helping other people out at my church. Other than that, I'm just trying to stay focused. I'm actually still in school now. I'm going to Pillar College, bachelor's in psychology and biblical studies. I'm actually working for a company called eTech. They're partnered with AT&T, so we take out the dead batteries out of the satellites or on top of somebody's house and put new batteries in. These batteries weigh about 130 pounds. So I be up and down these stairs, maybe flights of stairs with 130 pounds on my back, on pulling. I really try to give him more the encouragement that my father didn't give me. I got a 12-year-old and my other son will be 2, and I have another son at 17. He's graduating college. Well, I try to give them the tools that I didn't have, like the sit down talks and schooling them on the street life and to things not to do or the friends not to have, because one friend can mess up your life. I'm trying to teach my kids not to feel that they need to be around that in crowd, because everybody in that in crowd is either in jail or in the grave. So it's not a how do I say, it's not a win-win with bad friends. One bad friend can mess up your life. You think that they're your friend and they're out to help you out, but in the long run, you will lose with a bad friend. So I'm trying to teach them to have a good circle around them so they could prosper more in life and not like do the negative things that I did, because I don't want to say it was all my friends' fault, because I have a mindset too to do other things, but growing up in this environment, you think this is all you're supposed to do, and there was nobody really like teaching you that to do nothing different. Like my mother would say, "Oh, I had your grandfather or I had your uncle there," but they was like in their 70s or in their 60s. You wasn't really looking up to them at that age to where though like I want to be like them. You wanted to be like the drug dealer. You wanted to be like the gangster, or you wanted to be like this dude that was fed. I just was actually telling my wife just now that I felt like I wanted to give up on school, because I feel as though like I don't know if I'm losing my passion of it, because of I don't know if it's the COVID-19 or me having to work, but I felt like certain obstacles that I got to go through, a lot of people don't go through. Like I'm still on parole, and it was this job I could have had as a counselor at Integrity House, but parole denied it because conflict of interest. I can't be on parole and work at a halfway house because I'm still on parole. So I was really like trying to like fight for that, fight for them to get me off for early release because I give a clean urine. I'm at the house. I don't owe no fines. I'm working. I graduated. I'm doing good to the point to where though I'm paroling myself. So for me to still be on papers and I feel like it's a double jeopardy because it's hard for me to live my life with that still black cloud over my head. So that's one of the struggles, but a good support system, that's what gets me through the day. Somebody, my wife in my corner, my mother or my brother, just telling me like, just stay, you doing good. I've been home for 3 years. I done been to Paris, and they approved that because I'm doing good. I'm on phase 3 or whatever. But if you approve me to go to Paris and I'm coming right back, you should let me go or whatever. But I'm trying to do amends. Trying to bring so many men into my church, like that's been down the same road as me or attempting to go down the same road as me. I had a program where as though I had a 3-day program at my church called Men with Vision. This was in January before all the COVID-19 and everything started. And it was a success. A lot of people came out and I was gonna keep going at it, but now the church is just closed and I can't do too much that I want to do. So that's the main struggle because I don't want to go back to where I came from. And I don't want to, as I look at the guys that's in prison now going through the situation, I feel for them because it's hard. It's going to be even harder now because of the disease or everything that's going on. But being in that situation and then you coming out to nothing. I came out to nothing really, but my family. I really had to strive for the degree. I'm striving for another degree. I'm happy that I found a loving wife that can take me at my faults and help me out even in a situation when I can't help myself. It's just the support. A lot of people don't have the support that I have, so I'm grateful for that. But if I didn't have the support, I probably still would go as hard as I'm going now. I'm gonna tell you this one story that sticks into my head. Okay, it was one visit. I was in the county jail. They had shipped me to Bergen County. And my son, he's probably like 4 years old at this time. When I got locked up, he was 1 year old. I got locked up with him in my arms. So when he came to see me every visit, every week. He was there. From when he turned like I waited for a little while till he turned like 2 because I was with him every day. So it was one visit he came with my mother and we had the glass visits. So he's trying to put his head through the glass. And I called him Ace. So I said, Ace, what you doing? He said, I'm trying to break you out. And for him to say that at 4, he's trying to break me out of jail. I said, I don't have to be here for this. So I fought. I fought. So when I came home, I said, I can't go back. So that sticks into my head. Like, he's 12 now. So even sometimes when he's smiling at me, I see that little boy trying to break me out of jail at 4 years old. So that's a story that I try to keep in my head to stop me from doing anything other than what I need to be doing. I realized that that's not the place for me. My kids need me out here. My mother need me. And my sisters need me, my wife. And it's just like, I need me out here. So it's like, that's just one of the testimonies right there that